I remember waking to the sound of my cat, Jessica, howling into the night. This was strange. She had never howled like this before. The last time I'd heard her like this was when the neighbor's dog had attacked her, but that had been a year ago. Why would it be bothering her now? I looked out of my bedroom window down out into the garden. I saw her shadow, dark and still, lit up against the wall by a street lamp. She sat there unmoving. She was disturbing me more than I could say. I must have finally nodded off, because when I had awoke, the day had begun. The next evening I found Jessica sitting outside on my windowsill. She must have climbed onto the vines outside my window and climbed up. She stood there, her hair standing on end, her tail high in the air, her eyes wide in both horror and apprehension. Despite the windows being wide open due to the heat, she refused to come. Despite me going to comfort her, she attempted to scram me and ran away. It has been a week since I last saw Jessica on my windowsill. She's been gone for a long time before. A few days, but never this long. I walked into town, placing and taping lost posters on every lamppost I could find. On the way home, I met one of my friends walking the opposite way. He asked me if I had seen this small tabby cat, Squeak. I said no. We stood there for a few seconds before going our separate ways. The next day, after passing into town and seeing a dozen of my posters vandalized, I entered the newsagents and found the local paper. The local headline read, 150 town cats missing. This shook me to my roots. Where had all the cats gone? On returning home, I turned on the TV and turned to BBC News. On the TV, there was a story about a small town in Asia that had been hit by an earthquake, killing every animal and human in the town. The strangest part of this story was the name of the town, Montgoery. The cats had been found 3 months after the news of the earthquake in Asia. All 150 cats were found dead, starved, and swollen at the bottom of an empty water storage container at the water plant. The investigation suggested that each of the cats had crawled in and died of natural causes. There was speculation that they had been hiding from something, suggested a visiting animal expert. Although the result of so many cats hiding in the same place was unheard of, no one was sure what had scared these house cats to crawl together and die. Jessica was there too. I was able to identify her from her red collar I gave her just 1 year ago.